G'day all, it's Colin from PCTLC and thanks for joining me. In this video we're going to be setting up a printer on Linux Mint. Now I've installed Linux Mint. Let's go for a system info here on Linux Mint. I've installed Linux Mint 18.3. Now I have a work colleague that's running Linux Mint. I'm not sure what version, so I've gone for 18.3 in this case. Now we're going to be setting up via Wi-Fi, not cable. So this will be a Wi-Fi HP printer setup. My work colleague's got a laptop. We're running Linux Mint, not sure what version. He's got a HP printer, just like I have. And he needs to set up his printer on his computer. Now I suspect that the printer is not set up. So what we're going to do is go to printers, so we'll type in the menu PRI and we'll select printers. Now we go to add a printer, and it'll be a network printer. Now I'm just going to show you an example here. Nothing will show up because my printer is not on yet. So that's just the first example. So what we're going to do is close that. We're going to turn on the printer. Okay, so my printer is now on. After a whole heap of noise, a bit of carry on and a half a hissy fit, it's actually on. So we'll type printer in the menu again. Let's open the printer's application. Click on the add button. Click on the network printer. Do we need to click on it or will it show up? I think we need to click on it. So let's do that. And there's my HP Envy 4520. That's my printer. So I've clicked on that. It takes a few seconds before it does anything, but that's fine. And this is the one we need here. Linux Imaging and Printing HP LIP. Click on forward. Be searching for the drivers, and it's added the drivers, and you can name that anything you like. In my case, it's in the study. So I'll just type study there. You don't have to type anything at all if you don't want to. I think that's only if you've got like a few printers around the house and different printers set up. One could be in the study, one could be in the living room, one could be in bedroom 1, daughter's room, son's room, whatever. So that's what that is for. So let's apply that. And as you can see up there, printer added. I'm going to cancel that. I don't want to print a test page. I should be fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print out a document. So let's do that. So in my documents folder, which is here, documents, just open that up a little bit more. You can see the full name, documents. I have this document here. Let's open that up in PDF, which is called document viewer, X-reader, sorry, that's what that is. And we'll go file and print. So let's print that to my HP Envy and print. And you can hear the printer taking off. Okay, so that's my document printed off. That's done. That's been printed, no problem at all. So the printer is now working. So let's close that document. So what we want to do now is one of the most important things that some people need to do is scan a document. So I'm going to scan a document into the computer. I'll add the document in the scanner on top of the glass there. Let's do that. So the document has been added correctly on the glass of the scanner on the HP printer. So what we're going to do now is hit the menu, type SCA for scanner. You only need the first 3 letters pretty much. Simple scan, that's the one. That's open that application. And what we're going to do is click on scan. Okay, so that's just finished scanning. Now what we're going to do now that that's scanned in, we need to save it onto the computer. So what we're going to do is click the Save button here, Save Document to a File. Let's do that. And we'll call it Chair Assembly, which is what the document is. So chair assembly is what we're going to save it as, and it'll save as a PDF. It's already got the extension there, .pdf, and we'll click on save. Now that should be saved. Let's go and have a look at documents. And there's our chair assembly there. Let's open it up. Unable to open document. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. What is going on? Is it taking its time or something? Maybe it's this low spec laptop might be taking a while to process that, possibly. I'll just give it a bit of time. Try again. Documents. Still unable to open. I think maybe that's frozen that scanner. Now that should open now because I've seen it save. I don't know what's going on there. Let's open that. So yes, it opens now. So there's the scanned document, chair assembly. All right, so I'm going to open the scanner again. I'm going to try another scan. So let's click scan. Let's try that again. Okay, so that's the scanning complete. We are now going to save that. Now I don't know if I need to wait a little bit on that. So if you click here, you can start a new document. That'll probably wipe that document clear. If you click on that, we'll try that. We'll save this one first. So let's do that. We'll save it as, we'll just call it scan document for this example. And click on save. Now I didn't see anything save, so I can pretty much guarantee that's gonna be an error when we open this one as well, which it is. And there it goes. So I have to think that that's just taken its time to process. That's what's going on. So it's probably my computer's a bit slow. So that took probably a minute, I think. So that will definitely open now. There's no doubt about that. And there we go. So I'd have to think it's my computer's a little bit slow processing the scan document and saving it as well. So just be patient with that. And then if you want to start a new document, you can just click on that, clears that off, and then you can scan another document. So we're going to have a quick look at scanning on my main system. So I'm going to look for printers in here. I don't think I've added my printer here for a long time. I haven't needed to print at all. So there it is there. Let's add that. So things will be a bit different here because it's a different type of desktop. So that one there, add. So hopefully that's done. Searching for drivers. That should be done, I think. Let's have a look. So we'll open a scanner if I've got one. Yep, document scanner. Let's do that. Searching for scanners. And it's found my printer there, so let's scan. And that's scanned that in. Now, as you can see, the applications slightly differ, and also my desktop's completely different to Linux Mint Cinnamon. But now that we've scanned it, we can click this one here, save document to a file. I'll save it to documents. I'll call it the chair assembly, I think. So chair assembly, and click save. And I'll go to my documents and open that up. Should be here somewhere, chair assembly. And there we go. So that happened very quickly. There was no waiting there. So I just wanted to double check that to make sure that was fairly instantaneous. Unlike my other laptop there, which is a fairly low spec laptop. As you could see earlier in the video, it was taking quite a while to save. So I don't know if there's a problem with the scanner in Linux Mint, or it's just the processing time of the low spec laptop. But as you could see here, it was instantaneous, no problem at all. And scanning works fine pretty much across the board in Linux, with HP anyway, which is my experience. So that was printing and scanning in Linux Mint. Fairly simple process really, and it is across the Linux board really, scanning and printing, especially if you've got a HP, because it's heavily supported in Linux, HP. So it's always a good printer to buy if you're in Linux, because most of the time for me, they just work out of the box. I'm not sure about other printers, haven't really experienced other printers. I've just stuck with HP most of the time because it's guaranteed to work and I don't normally have any issues. So if you've got other printers that work well for you, please make a comment in the comment section down below and be interested to see what works well for you. So that was scanning and printing on Linux Mint 18.3. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting and informative, and thanks for watching.